welcome back to my channel. Helen here from Happy Mail. I'm going to show you guys how to make a envelope fold out letter for your pen pals. I'm not sure how else to explain it, but you guys will see how it works out in the end, so stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. For this tutorial, I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, which I got here at Spotlight in Australia. They are quite pricey. I think they're usually about $34 or $36. I got mine on sale when they had their 40% off, so it was only about $24. But you can use templates that you can find on Pinterest. You can sometimes buy cardboard envelope templates that you can use, but I just find that these are really easy, and once you get the hang of them, you can do lots of different things with them. So they do come with instructions. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there showing you how to use them by themselves, so you guys can check them out. You pretty much just find the paper size that you're using, and then you look at the score line, and then you just punch it and then score it as following. So I've picked out 4 pieces of paper for mine. I find that this is probably the most envelopes you can use in this. You can use less if you like, it's up to you guys. This is the Crate Paper Poolside 6x6 pad. It's also from Spotlight, but I'm sure you can get it online and at lots of different craft shops. So as you just saw, I have punched out all of my envelopes, and then I'm just going to use one of my double-sided roller glues just to secure it. You can use double-sided tape, you can use a glue stick, or any sort of glue that you would usually use for your crafting. I just find that this is the easiest, quickest and most efficient way for me to do it. So I'm just going to repeat this process with all of them. Another thing I just learnt recently is on the other side of the envelope punch board there is another, like an inverse punch, and it can just round off your corners, which I like the look of, so I'm just doing that with all of my envelopes.
Imagine this, imagine it. Imagine this,
So once you have folded and glued all of your envelopes, you'll have to put them under somewhere heavy just to secure the glue a little bit longer. I do this just while I'm collecting all of the different bits and bobs that I'm going to use for my mail to decorate it. So I'm using some of these Amy Tangerine Finder Keepers stickers, which are some of my favourite and are so hard to track down now. But yeah, I've still got a whole heap of them left, which is great. So next you'll have to figure out an order that you want to put your envelopes into. So you're obviously going to stack them on top of each other like this. So pick an order that you like the best and then just start gluing them together. So again, I'm using my double-sided sticky tape roller here just because I find it super easy to use, and they're really cheap actually. These are just $2 from Kmart, and they come in handy for most of my craft things that I make. Once you are done gluing them all down, just make sure that they are all lined up. So just start folding them and then just re-creasing the line, just making sure that they fold over nicely, and they should pack into each other just like that. So it's pretty simple. And now on to the fun part. So just start decorating each of your envelopes. You might like to put a letter in one, a mail tag in one, decorations in another, maybe some washi, completely up to you guys. Yeah, I don't know, I don't really have a logic to the way I start decorating. I just pick one of the envelopes that I like, and then I just match some of my die cut stickers and alphabet letters that I have. So I'm just going to leave this here while I decorate. If you guys have any questions about where I got any of the things that I'm using, please comment down below. A lot of them, like I say in most of my videos, are either from Spotlight, Typo, or from Pen Pals.
Falling away at a rate that's sliding, and the weight of the whole thing seems so frightening. At the speed of light, I can make it right, and you know I can do it again.
And this is what happens when you're too lazy to set out enough space to put your word on. You have to redo it all again, so learning things the hard way.
I'll go through it again. Imagine this. Oh, imagine it.
I got these gold love hearts here from a pen pal and I absolutely love them. I've only got maybe 2 or 3 left, so if you guys know where they're from, please comment down below so I can get my hands on some more. Now this is just to add a little bit in the inside of the envelopes. If you guys don't use double-sided paper like I have, you'll end up with one side that's white. You can glue 2 of the pieces of pad together, but it does make it a bit thicker and harder for it to fold up all together. So I find that if you just use doilies or some of your die cuts, or as I did with the mail tag one, just some washi just to decorate the inside, in case whatever you put in it isn't big enough to cover the whole like white patch, if that makes sense.
I'm getting ready to wave. Just look and see. And the flow again. Cause I've been pressing in all that I do in the final arts of you. I really imagine this, and I just can't resist. Subtleties, the pureness and the essence of your body. Oh, the deeper I'm falling away at a rate that is lighting. The weight of the whole thing seems so funny. At the speed of light, I can make it right, and you know I can do.
Next is the part where you can start adding lots of goodies for your pen pal. So I'm just putting some things on just for the purpose of this video, but I usually put in my letter, obviously in the top one that says read, and then I will have my mail tag responses. I find that these envelopes are the perfect size for a small life project card, so you can write your mail tag on that or your responses on that. And then I'm just adding some die cuts, but yeah, it's completely up to you guys what you include in your envelopes to your pen pals. Once you are done packing it full of goodies, you can start folding it up. So how I glued it before means that I've still got a lot of space, so that even the stuff that I've put in it, I can still close it down together. And then you obviously just secure the top little flap there just with double-sided glue. I haven't done that yet because I obviously need to include the rest of my things in my letter, and then you can put some washi on top of that as well. And the great thing about this is you can send it as is, and it's because it's so tiny, I get away with using just one stamp. So I'm just putting a address label here, which I'll put my pen pals address on, and then I'm just adding a stamp and some other decorative goodies. So that's the great thing about this, is it's super small but it's still jam-packed with lots of goodies. And I've had a few of these that have arrived safely, touch wood. I've never had one get lost in the mail yet, considering they're so small, so that's been good. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, if you decide to make something similar to this, please tag me on Instagram, because I love seeing the different takes the different ways people use my tutorials. Yeah, it's really up to you guys. You can make these bigger. That's a great thing about that envelope punch, is you can use all sorts of sizes of paper depending on what you want to make. So have a great day.